Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Premier will give a few remarks, followed by Mr. Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance. They will sign an MOU right here, and then they'll take questions from the media. Ladies and gentlemen, the Premier of Bermuda.
Oh boy, there's a lot of cameras here today. Good afternoon, members of the media. Before I begin, allow me to say good afternoon to you, Madam President, and happy birthday. My cabinet colleagues who are with me today, fellow members of Parliament and senators, thank you for coming. The pace of technological innovation moves in today's world that has challenged established norms of doing business. The new normal demands that those who would participate in this evolving space are equally as innovative, flexible, and immediately responsive to the requirements of doing business. This government promised to usher in an era of business development that at its core would diversify Bermuda's economy and provide opportunities for Bermudians to be more than spectators to economic success. A key element of our vision is to partner with those investors who share our goal of using the development of their business interests as a means by which to provide economic success to Bermudians who have for too long been sidelined. Today, I am pleased to announce such a partnership. The Binance Group is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange and an international leader in digital exchange development and fintech, with a market capitalization of $1.3 billion US. Through the Binance Charity Foundation, the group is committed to improving education, creating awareness in the development of the use of blockchain technology. Binance Labs are incubators to encourage greater innovation and scope for future investment in a variety of projects. Binance has decided that their goals align with our aims and objectives to provide a leading, well-regulated jurisdiction ideally suited to the growth of the fintech industry. And so today, we are pleased to sign a memorandum of understanding that sets out the beginnings of a partnership that I'm confident will benefit the people of Bermuda. Through this partnership, Binance Foundation sponsor university-level training for Bermudians in blockchain technology development and compliance in an amount up to $10 million US. Through Binance Labs, make up to $5 million US available for investments in new Bermuda-based blockchain companies. As soon as practical, develop a digital asset exchange in Bermuda subject to all required legal and regulatory processes, and finally, work collaboratively with the government of Bermuda and all necessary oversight agencies in the development and improvement of a robust legal and regulatory framework. This is an exciting, tangible development which has come as a result of this government's clearly manifested leadership in this area. In every meeting, we make it clear to potential investors that we have a reputation for sound regulation and that our approach in this area will be no different. Binance have been equally as clear that they want to work with us to promote that transparent and well-regulated environment, as their business's success depends on these very same factors that have served Bermuda so well. I am pleased to be joined by Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, and Hu Yi, the co-founder of Binance. And I wish to thank them and their team for their vote of confidence in Bermuda and in the leadership of this government as we continue our aim to bring economic development to Bermuda and to make Bermuda the center for the future of the blockchain world. And with that, I will ask you if you'd like to say some words.
Thank you, Mr. Premier. And it's a true honor to be here. And I want to say that through our interactions and our research, Bermuda is definitely one of the world's leading regulatory bodies, and they're now having a world's leading virtual currency act that will be hopefully soon will be passed. So we're very honored to be here. We will commit to help the local economy, put the main bulk of our compliance center in Bermuda, and invest into the local economy through our Binance Labs as well as our Binance Charity Foundation. So we think that Bermuda government and the regulatory bodies are one of the most approachable, most reasonable, and most forward-thinking bodies on the planet. So we would welcome all the other crypto blockchain businesses to come here and help us establish this industry, grow it healthily, and create a Bermudian blockchain industrial island. So thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Premier.
Did everyone see Mr. Chang Peng Zhao's shorts?
Yes.
That's
Might be too
right.
It's a red short.
It's a
red short.
It's very important to follow local regulations. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Are there any questions? Mr. Johnson.
You're going to base your compliance division here in Bermuda. You're currently headquartered in Malta, is that correct? You have an association with Malta, right?
So yeah, we just established an office in Malta. It's not our headquarters per se. We have multiple locations around around different continents now. So blockchain is a network. So it's very similar to telephones. If you have one telephone, it does not quite work. So we want to build a global network of blockchain industry. And we have hubs in every continent. And Bermuda is one of the strongest hubs we will have in this region.
How does Bermuda's regulatory plans compare to Malta or other jurisdictions that you're in?
Sure, I think Bermuda's plans is definitely one of the most advanced in terms of its comprehensiveness and its flexibility, and also its approach to interactions with the business community. So it's a little bit hard to compare side by side because different jurisdictions have different focuses, but Bermuda is definitely one of the top ones.
And does anybody else have a question?
Yes. Okay, Anthony. Can you guarantee that an ongoing legal dispute with Sequoia will not do anything to hinder the growth of the company here in Bermuda?
Sure. We have just issued an announcement that the legal dispute, the Hong Kong High Court has already rejected it and have ordered the Sequoia to pay for our legal fees. So I think that's a very clear indication of what's going on.
Are there any other litigation that's pending or that you're involved in right now?
Not that I know of, no.
Are there any questions?
So this agreement is about $15 million in total investments in Bermuda, developing blockchain, etc. Are you planning to work with, or are you aware of existing businesses that are in the tech industry, for example, Connect Tech? Will you be working with them in any way?
Yes, absolutely. So we will work with every local business that we can work with, including local tech companies, including lawyers. We just signed up 2 law firms. We will be working with them on our initial setup, compliance, regulatory work, etc. We'll also be working with the EID initiative in Bermuda on how to do proper, more advanced KYC, AML. So we're working with all the local initiatives as well.
Thank you. Anything else? Well, what I would say in closing is that we have a number of guests here today. There are other guests that we'll be speaking to members of the media about later. The fact is that today is a historic day for Bermuda. Not only historic in the commitment that Binance has made to our country and to our future, the Bermudians that are looking for work and looking for hope of a future industry, but in addition to that, when we return back up the steps to Parliament, Bermuda will be the first country in the world to pass legislation that will comprehensively govern the issuance of initial coin offerings in this jurisdiction. We want to ensure that Bermuda is the world's #1 place for regulation inside of this space. We have a reputation to protect. We will protect it, but at that point in time, we will work with all persons who are willing to work with us in order to promote what we believe represents future growth for the people of this country and future opportunities and jobs. So with that, I want to thank you all again, and I want to thank all of you for your attendance.
Woo!